What do you think so far? How many wish you pushed harder and had one more person there? Like, God. How many wish you pushed harder and had a dozen more people here? Like, oh my God. Yeah, I remember a long time ago, I'd come to these weekend events, and I would be like, I'd just be kicking myself. I mean, just kicking myself in the rear end, going like, why didn't I bribe them? Why didn't I sell them a little bit harder? Why didn't I start planning earlier? If I got to have more people, so I made my mind up. That from then on out, where's Jonathan? Where's Hindu? Where you at? Yeah. Do you remember doing that, making your mind up like, it was the same thing? I will not come to these meetings and regret. So there are things I say, yeah, I'm going to regret stuff, but one thing I'm not going to do is come to these events ever again and say, I wish I'd have pushed harder. So then what I started doing is, when I went to the events, I would just go like, I got everybody here that I could have possibly gotten here. And then I was there for myself to start listening and learning and trying to figure out what I needed to do different to get what I wanted. But I didn't think about who I had to push harder. That's what you'd be thinking. There's going to be another one, and I'm going to push, and I'm not going to regret how hard I tried. So I want to talk to you about. I'm going to tell you a little bit who I am, and this made-up mind, like the power of I've made a decision. Here's what I'm going to do. Okay. So. Turns out that nothing has ever happened good to me that didn't involve a fight. I remember when I was being born, I was trying to get out of there. I was like, where the hell do I get out? This guy's got me around the ass and around the neck. And then he started beating the shit out of me once I got out, like I did something wrong. People said, where does it begin? I said, upside down and naked. It's been a dadgum fight ever since then. It just seems like something's happening all the time. I don't know if you look back at your life and see that you've had the kind of stress stuff that happened, but it just seems like to me, it's like, it's fight. All I can do is get up and do what I can do. Yeah. I wrote a book called Circle of You. I didn't think of the idea. I was at a national convention. I think it's I'm positive it was Greensboro Coliseum. This guy was talking named Larry Winters. And he drew a big circle up on the board and he put you in the center. Well, he put the words you. He didn't put you in the center. He put the words you and the Y-O-U. And he said, inside this circle is the things that you can control. You can get up and do it. And the things outside the circle are things that you can't control. And if you will work on what you can control, you will change your whole life. You not necessarily change stuff outside the circle because it ain't stuff outside the circle. But if I could change the stuff inside the circle, I could change the way my life went. And you think about this, whenever you're scared, depressed, curled up, it's when you're worried about stuff you can't control. But when you start doing things you can control, you feel better about your life. You feel more excited, more optimistic. You start not really caring, say if you die. You're like, at least I'm doing everything I can do when they kill me. At least I'm doing everything I can do when they finally file bankruptcy. At least I'm doing everything I can do before they come take stuff back. But what has happened to me is every time I focused on doing all the things I could do, bankruptcy didn't happen, I got more stuff. which in turn caused more problems because then I had to keep up with more stuff. I never forget this guy was doing this. Boone saw my house for the first time, and maybe Mirdo saw it. Y'all see all the cool places? This man told me, he said, we got waterfalls. I brought in huge rocks. I built massive decks. Basically, it's just a wonderful place to sit around and look and think and talk to people. And this old man, he said, you know what you ought to do? You ought to bring another rock up here so you'd have some place to sit. And I was like, he's this crazy old man. Because it's 100, you could sit 300 people out there and not have a problem. I don't need one more rock. So here's the deal. Circumstances don't define me, and circumstances don't define you. That's right. What does define you is your dream and your destiny and what you do, D-O. So if you're ever having a conversation with me, the first thing you do is let's try to get a clear understanding of the situation. And then let's talk about what we're going to do. I'm not big on all the drama around the situation. And I am terrible when you start saying, what do you think she's thinking? I go, I think what she's thinking. I don't know. You can't know that. I know this. Whatever she's doing, she thinks that's the right thing to do. That's what I know. How you know that? Because that's what everybody thinks. People don't go like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something stupid. I'm going to do something so dumb nobody would guess. That's what I'm going to do. You couldn't put the dumbometer on it and tell how dumb this is. Man, that's not what people say. People say like, I'm doing the right thing. This is the right thing to do for me in this perfect situation. But people say, what do you think she's going to do? I don't know. I know whatever she does, she's going to think it's the right thing to do. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. What I do determines my destiny. And what I'm trying to do is fulfill my dream. That's my game plan, is to get my dream come true. In whatever field of endeavor it is. Whatever the program is. So it's what's the situation. The Bible says seek first understanding. I just want to lay it out on a silver platter. Many times when I'm counseling people, they go, well, when you lay it out like that, it's obvious what I should do. I go like, well, lay it out a different way. And let's see if it's obvious what you should do. I'm just laying the stuff out on the platter. I'm not trying to influence you to sell your house, buy another house, move into an apartment, move back in with mom and daddy, or get the hell out of mom and daddy's house. I don't care. It's not my life. My first goal is just to understand the situation. Like, why do you still live there? Why do you not want to live there? Why do you live in a condo? Whatever it is. Why are you not running 40 appointments? Well, here's the situation. I go, yeah, tell me the situation. What's the circumstances? You say, well, I thought what I do is not determined by the circumstances. True, but let's understand what the situation is. Does your mom's got Alzheimer's and she lives there? I've got a lady right now. Her manager came to me and said, "What do I need to do with this girl? She's not working right now." I said, "Well, what's the situation?" Because the information and the situation changes, right? She said, "Well, her mama's dying. She's in hospice and she don't want to go anywhere." I said, "No, hospice, you die pretty quick." And he's like, "Yeah, like maybe a month or 2 months." I said, "Don't do nothing. It's her grandma." And her grandma raised her. Like, she was like her mom. I was like, don't do nothing. That ain't none of your business. I mean, nice girl. I mean, I know we're losing the production. She's losing the production. I know she's got the money. I know her financial situation. I think it's nothing you do. Maybe send flowers. Matter of fact, I'm looking, Brandon, remind me just to send flowers to that, because that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. By the way, the manager that's out there, Riddle, we need to send flowers. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. We don't need to say nothing. We just need to do. We need to send flowers. But just, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, Okay? All right. Many times, did I say this is power of a made-up mind? Like, I made my mind up. This is what I'm going to do. Understand the situation, then I'm going to attack. I made up my mind. I want to help people. This is what I do with my life, is help people. I want to make a difference. I want to make changes. Do I like my lifestyle? Yeah, I don't want to go back. As a matter of fact, I will. I ain't big on that. People that don't have their mind up, they look for loopholes. People look for fairness. People look for convenience. See, a lot of times the circumstances says that what we're going to have to do is inconvenient. Matter of fact, I have noticed that success is inconvenient. I have noticed that success is expensive. Have y'all noticed that? Yeah, we're going to have a great seminar. This one costs money. We're going to have a seminar, and we're going to have it in a different city than where you live. It's inconvenient. To me, defeat would be more expensive than victory. If victory's expensive, how expensive is defeat? Like if you're going to protect your fort and you go like, we're going to need some more guns. And that costs a lot of money. We're going to need some army men. That's going to cost money. We're going to need a cannon. That's going to cost money. I got an idea. Let's save money and lose the battle. How expensive will that be? You think they're going to come in and go, well, the good news is y'all didn't spend any money on guns. We're going to take your women and your children. Your freedom. But the way you can look at it is you saved a lot of money. That's like the old scenario, like, I'm not going to train my dadgum people and then have them leave me. Okay, don't train them and then they stay. It's the exact same thing. It's expensive. It's a pain in the butt. It's required. You got to do it. So, what's the Good Samaritan story? Y'all know about that, where the guy's hurt on the side of the road, and didn't some of the people go like, didn't they explain it? Pastor explained it. Lawyer explained it. He explained it good. Them lawyers, they explain something. They lay it out for you. Am I my brother's keeper and all this stuff? And then the unlikely guy picks up this person that's fell by the side of the road, takes him to a hotel and gives him his credit card and says, I'm busy as everything. You take care of him with my credit card. Adios, got to go. See, here's what it's going to be. Sometimes the people you think should do, don't do. Some people you think are capable of doing, don't do. And sometimes it's people that you didn't think that they could do anything. They're the ones that go cray-cray and start doing it. And then we prayed them up on stage, and then the people that could do, don't do. Watch the two people that you can't think couldn't find their butt with both hands, outright them with premium and go on all the trips to Thailand. And you go like, I'm confused. Like, you think you're confused? You should sit where I'm sitting. It is confusing because the people you think would do it don't do it. And then the people that you just go like, so he's doing it, huh? Yeah, killing it. Some people you think will fight, won't fight. Some people you think will win, don't even try. Some people have most reasons to do it. 90 days. Can you run for 90 days with a made-up mind? I was looking at my calendar, and May 8th and 9th look strong for me. See what your calendar looks like for May 8th and 9th. Let's see. I was thinking that if we ran hard and did this again right here, what do y'all think? Would that be crazy? Yeah, it would. I thought it would be. So February 20th, March 20th, April 20th. Nope. May, March, April, May. Yeah. May 6, 7, and 8. But the 8th would be a Saturday. What if we did that? How many would be interested in bringing back maybe a dozen or 24 people underneath you? I'm asking, does that make sense? The Denver crowd, does that look good to y'all? So we could plan ahead and say just like, this is going to be crazy. And so I'm going up into Cleveland. In Cleveland, I would be talking about the 8th. In Chicago, I would be talking about the 8th. In Indianapolis, I'll be talking about the 8th. And the meeting we're having down in Treasure Island, when is that? The 20? Who knows? Who's going to be at that Treasure Island meeting coming up? February 28th and March 1st. Yeah. So that we would tell them about this meeting here. And then you guys go back to Denver, and you guys go back to South Carolina, and you guys go back to West Palm or Fort Lauderdale. Where y'all say y'all from? Fort Lauderdale, Miami? Boca. Oh, my friend said, I don't live in Fort Lauderdale. I live in Boca. Have I got that pretty much right? I don't live in Miami. I live in Boca. Sorry, my apologies. Okay, I got you. I'm right though, right? I mean, I'm expressing the opinion. No offense to the Fort Lauderdale group or Palm Coast lady. Okay, so let's do it. I do need to run this by my staff and my event planners. Is anybody screaming like, that won't work? Check my secretary and make sure I haven't promised my wife to do something that date. But I think it's on. When you see it come out on a registration link, though, that's when you know. Y'all, yes? Thumbs up? Okay. So, made up mind. Here's my 3 things for a made up mind. Number 1, a dream. Number 2, my word. And number 3, I can't live with myself if I don't do it. So number 1, what do I want? Number 2, I say I'm going to do it. And number 3, life or death. It's kind of like last night I was talking about war. I'm in a war against my poverty. I don't know about you, but I hate my poverty. I'll kill them. So I'm in a war against it. My dream is to not have to worry about money. My dream is wealth and opportunity, and I like looking. We were fishing yesterday. That was fun. Just looking at all the pretty houses, and I think where's Adam Cat? I think the funniest part, we were fishing near these people's houses, and we was throwing our fishing lure and banging it off of their boats. I thought that was kind of funny. We just thought, and we try it without getting it hooked up. You know, it was just. I like that stuff, just doing stuff like that, just having a good time. I like bringing them back to my house and looking over the Gulf of Mexico and how beautiful it is, and Mirdo taking all those pictures, and I like it. I schedule stuff, like I put this date of May 8th on my calendar. Then what I do is I go, all right, I'm going to give everything I got. I will talk about it ad nauseum. It will just stay. Every time, hey, May 8th, got this big deal coming in. You ought to come in on Friday. Matter of fact, y'all say Saturday night, because a lot of us go out to dinner, and that's really, you'll learn a lot Saturday night too. Y'all too. And it just, so, number 1, a dream. Wouldn't it be, how many we got here? 250? How about if we come back and we have 1,000 people here, and my event planners and staff are like, you can't do it. And I go, well, I told those people we could do it, so that's my word. And you know how I am. You know how we came up with this business. We were going to have fun, make money, make a difference. And my pastor wanted me to put make a difference as number 1. I was like, that would be a lie. I'm not going to lie for you or nobody else. He's like, well, you should tell the truth and put a make a difference up number one. I was like, that's not happening, bro. Albright gonna have fun. I ain't here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time. You know what I mean? I ain't. I call this suffering for Jesus right here, what I'm doing right now. This is about the suffering I want to do, you know. Staying up light and talking a lot. But I got my throat coat right here, so I'm good. All right. The dream, your word. I tell my wife this all the time. I'll be like, who scheduled all this stuff? I'm gone 7 nights in a row. I'm not going to get to squeeze you and tease you. I can't believe it. I will kick somebody's arse. And she's like, you the one scheduled it. You the one scheduled it. I go, yeah, I guess I got to keep my word. You see what I'm saying? This is how I trick myself. I get all excited. Like I was looking at y'all earlier this morning. I got excited. So I was planning. I said, what am I going to say? Well, I go talk to him. I know what I'm going to say. I'm going to book a meeting from the meeting. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to book a meeting for the meeting. So I'm looking at my calendar, and I picked a date. And then I was talking to Tim Goad, and I said, this date's jacked up because I'm already going to be here for the 40-40 cabin contest. So why don't we book it at the same time? We'll be here anyway. The people can stay out the cabin that are doing the 40-40, and then we can shoot guns on Saturday with them. And if they come in on Thursday night, they could fish some on Friday and have a good time out there at the cabin, and then they could come in Saturday and do the training with everybody, and they talk about how much fun they had on Thursday or how much fun they had on Friday, and then talk about how much fun they're going to have on Sunday. So I was like, we'll just book it up. Yeah. Again, triple booking. I will be complaining to Jane about the scheduling nightmare that I did. So here's what you do. In a positive environment, make outrageous promises to yourself. Make outrageous schedules in a positive environment, and then keep your word. There you go. Here's the dream. Keep your word. This is it. Don't make decisions when you're depressed, tired, bored, ill, feeling bad, or mad. I get them all the time. People would text, and you can tell they're ill, and they're mad, and they're pissed. They're mad, pissed off, you know, and I'm sitting there going like, please don't make a decision, don't make a decision, don't make a decision. They never tell me their decision. I'm like, you should have made a decision when you were down and out. You should have waited until you got positive and excited to make a decision. I don't know if this is sinking in at all. This is what people do. People say, why do people kill themselves? Well, they made a decision when they're in a depressed mode. If they didn't wait until they was feeling better, they would have waited another day. You see what I'm saying? Like if people say, I'm thinking about killing myself, I'd be like, let's wait till tomorrow and make a decision. Today's a bad day. And tomorrow, if you're feeling better about things, then we'll make a decision. You see what I'm saying? Just wait until you're in a... So you're excited about this environment. So make a decision. All right, 8th, I'm coming back. I'm bringing like 50 people. And then make a decision. If I don't, I can't live with myself. In other words, almost like if I don't, I'm going to kill myself. So then if you're thinking about, I'm going to be gone for 20 days and my wife's going to kill me, I go, well, you was going to kill yourself anyway. What difference does it make? And then you know how you are about your word. It's more likely that she lied and ain't going to kill you because you know you're going to keep your word. You see what I'm saying? Your wife might be more honest than you are, but I mean, for me, I believe me over her. I believe what I say I'm going to do. Sometimes she promised something and she don't do it. She'd be like, well, when I promised, I wasn't thinking right. I'd be like, I know. I got you to make a decision in a good mood. I remember that time when it happened. And then she's like, I don't have to keep my mind. I'm a woman. And I'm like, oh, God, you hit me with the old I can change my mind thing. But see how you're putting your life in somebody else's hands? But if you put yourself in your hands, the circle of you, which is I can't live with myself if I don't get a dozen people back. So then once you say I can't live with myself, in other words, I'm going to kill myself if I don't do it, it's just going to be terrible if I don't do it, then what you got to do is keep your word of the decision that you made while you were in that positive environment. I think they call that, I think it's character, the ability to keep a decision made after the environment in which you made it is gone. So after the environment's gone, what you going to do now? Sebastian. If I had a name like Sebastian, I'd have to have 12 people here. You don't come back here. My name is Sebastian. I've got 2. Ain't that right, Q? I had a dream. I gave my word, and I can't let you down. I had a dream. I gave my word. I can't let my buddies down. A ranger sent me the Ranger Creed about an hour ago, and I read it, and I was like, man, that's us with each other's finances. That's us with each other's business. And that's them in war. Like they got to stick by their word. They got to stick by their attitude. They got to stick by what they promised when they were warm and safe. They got to keep the promise when their life is on the line, not just when it's convenient. Not just when everything is orderly. Not just when everything is convenient. Not just when we're right on the right side of enemy lines. We got to keep it no matter what. It goes along the lines of this. Come on, let's go. I'm confused. Come on. Let's roll. That's it, buddy. We might get killed. Come on. Let's roll. Grab your gun. Go. There's a bunch of them. Come on. My mama, come on. My birthday, come on. Come on, man. Let's go. Come on. Come with us. My job, my health. What are you saying? I might die. Gonna die anyway. I remember. Andy, you got pneumonia, you're gonna die. What circumstances could I make phone calls? You really shouldn't. I hear you shouldn't means there's a chance that I could. She said, well, if you was laying flat, maybe you could make phone calls. I was like, if I tilted down a little bit to would that help the fluid in my lungs? And she says, no, flat's probably going to be your best bet. I said, so then I could make phone calls. Rather you not. But you're saying it's okay to keep making phone calls. I'm going to die anyway if I don't get out of this poverty. I hated it that much. I didn't like it. Come on. And I don't have it bad. Come on. I'm doing pretty good. Come on. I have questions. Don't we all? Come on. How about this one? I don't think it's fair. Come on. I wish we'd have planned better. Me too. Come on. May 8th. We got to light it up, guys. We got to get free. We need one more person free. We need one more person traveling with us. We need one more person setting the example for their children. We need one more person providing opportunity in America. Come on.